Consider the following formula. If m equals -2, q equals 3, and p equals 4, what is the value of u? To solve this question, let's start by substituting in our known variables, and then we can isolate our unknown variable to solve for its value. And in this case, since we're dealing with many different exponents, it might be easiest to break this apart into chunks and look at it one at a time. Let's first find what m to the 4th power is equal to. M is equal to -2, so this would be -2 to the 4th power, and that is equal to -2 times -2 times itself 4 times. And now that we can expand it like this, it's easier to say -2 times -2 is 4. The same is true over here, and then 4 times 4 will give us 16. So all in all, m to the 4th power equals 16. Now let's take a look at 3q to the 3rd. Q is equal to 3, so this is 3 times 3 to the 3rd power, or 3 times 3 multiplied to itself 3 times. And this really kind of becomes 3 to the 4th power, right? We have 3 times itself 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we'll do 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, and then 9 times 9 will give us 81. So 3q to the 3rd is equal to 81. Next, we'll take a look at 2p squared. P is equal to 4, so we'll have 2 times 4 to the 2nd power, and that's equal to 2 times 4 times 4. 4 times itself 2 times. 4 times 4 will give us 16, and 2 times 16 will give us 32. So 2p squared is equal to 32. Now that we have all three of our pieces, we can rewrite this equation and isolate the variable u. So let's start with m to the 4 is equal to 16 minus 3q to the 3rd is equal to 81 plus 2p squared is equal to 32 plus u equals 40. Now we just need to simplify everything on this side. And remember, when we're subtracting and adding, we need to go from left to right. So let's start by doing this subtraction here. 81 minus 16. We'll have to borrow. 11 minus 6 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. And the sign of 65 is determined by the number with the largest absolute value. So if we were to ignore the sign for the number 16 and ignore the sign for the number 81, which one is objectively bigger? And that would be 81. 81 has a negative attached to it. So bigger number carries the sign. Our 65 here is negative. Now we need to add 32 to that, and adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive. So we're going to do another subtraction problem over here. 5 minus 2 is 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So we will have, and again, bigger number carries the sign. Bigger number here is 65. So this is a negative 33 plus u is equal to 40. And now we can do opposite operations to isolate u. This 33 is negative, so the opposite would be adding it to both sides of our equation. These 33s will cancel, leaving us with u is equal to 73, making answer choice A our correct answer.